Stuck turning your spatial 3D footage into an immersive VR-ready video? In the next few minutes, I'll show you the editing workflow and HandBrake settings I use to get perfect 3D spatial uploads on YouTube and DeoVR. We're going to cover how standard 2D editors can actually handle spatial formats, how to edit your footage without distorting the spatial effect, and the exact metadata presets you need to trigger YouTube's 3D player. Let's dive in. In addition to video editor software, you will need HandBrake, an open-source video transcoder, if you're going to publish your VR video on platforms such as YouTube and DeoVR. If you want to go straight to the HandBrake settings part of this video, select the Metadata Injection chapter from the timestamp menu in the description below. To edit spatial video, your video editor must support a custom 3840 by 1080 resolution. This is non-negotiable. It is the exact aspect ratio required to place the left and right views perfectly side by side without squashing your 3D depth. As long as you have the screen size for your project set to 3840 by 1080, you'll be able to edit your spatial 3D video footage in the same way as you would edit a 2D video. If your video editing software can handle this resolution, you can use software that wasn't designed with 3D video editing in mind. The editing software I use is the Movavi Video Editor, which I purchased back in 2024 for a single low payment. However, there are some limitations to keep in mind. Because you're editing two screens at once, you should be careful about which editing effects you use to transition between clips. I use fade transitions, either fades to black or cross fades, because they allow for the viewer's eyes to adjust between edits, and these transitions apply to both the left screen and the right screen equally. Other editing effects, which are not applied simultaneously to both screens, such as left or right moving wipes, should be avoided. Likewise, if you want to apply graphics such as titles and credits to your spatial 3D videos, you'll have to make them outside of the video editor and import them separately. There's a cheap and easy way to do this, and I will cover that process in another video. Finally, if you're using footage you shot with a Quest 3 or 3S, those video files will have larger display sizes, such as 2560 by 1080. In such cases, you will have to crop that footage to fit the 3840 by 1080 size, especially if you're going to be editing that footage together with footage from the KuCam Ego. I would recommend cropping the Quest 3 or 3S footage to 3840 by 1080 and then saving the cropped footage as new files before editing that together with other 3840 by 1080 footage. When you finish editing your spatial 3D video, be sure to save it in the highest quality level possible. To force YouTube and DeoVR to recognize your video as a spatial 3D video, you need to inject specific metadata into your video file by using HandBrake before posting it online. I'll start with the HandBrake settings for YouTube because those settings are almost the same as those for DeoVR. In the HandBrake window, select the Dimensions tab. Under Resolution and Scaling, select 1080p HD for resolution limit, Custom for anamorphic, 1920 by 1080 for scaled size, and the optimal size checkbox should be selected. Under Final Dimensions, put 1920 into the display size box. Then, select the Video tab and enter frame packing equals 3 into the Advanced Options data field. I'll put the exact command line code in the text stack section of the description below so you can copy and paste it directly into HandBrake. Finally, select a location on your PC to where the transcoded file should be exported, and then click the Start Encode command to begin the process. For future 3D videos, save these settings as a custom preset. To prepare your video for DeoVR, all of the settings for YouTube will be the same except for one. Under Final Dimensions on the Dimensions tab, put 3840 into the display size box. That's the only change you need to make for DeoVR. Adding DeoVR optimization caters to the hardcore VR enthusiast, extending the utility of your video beyond just YouTube uploads and satisfying the exact needs of your US-heavy audience base. Congratulations! You successfully made a spatial 3D video that VR users can watch on YouTube and DeoVR. Stay tuned for my upcoming videos about making graphics for your spatial 3D videos and the pros and cons of sharing your videos on YouTube and DeoVR. Feel free to share in the comments below which cameras you like to use to create spatial 3D VR content, and subscribe to this channel for more 3D and VR tech reviews and content creation tips.